Texas. This is 620 AM KEXB, your experts in business.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Bo Carver Show, right here on 620 AM KEXB. I am your host, BWB, which stands for Big Wheels Bo, and I'm a field researcher for the Judge Judy Court TV show. Along with my co-host this morning, JT King. Good morning.
Sir. Good morning.
Judge Paul Raleigh from McKinney. Good morning.
Yes, thanks for being here.
Barbara Ann, field researcher for the Hot Best TV show.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Rearrange that.
I think Brad, you need to write with someone else.
Yeah, squirrel. Gray squirrel.
Got a gray squirrel loose. And then our videographer is Graham Knox-Miro Bo Carver. Keeping us in the air and on the air, our producer, Venus J. Ford. And our guest this morning is Pastor Alan Bias. We appreciate y'all joining us, everybody, and everybody tuning in. And right now, we have a little segment by J.T. King, our historian. It gives us the history of the day right now.
Well, I had to go back a little bit to yesterday because there's just some really cool stuff. I mean, it's just so amazing how much stuff happens that we don't pay attention to. But in 1765, the Parliament...
Is that because we're too busy?
Too busy. We've got the gray squirrel. But the Parliament passed the Quartering Act, which I always thought was baloney, where the British soldiers could come and just stay wherever they wanted.
Come into your house.
They can come into your house.
We're staying here tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Man, it's messed up. 1998, school shooting in Jonesboro. That was the first one that really caught everybody's attention. 1989, Exxon Valdez ran aground in Alaska.
Boy, what a terrible mess that was.
Man.
I think they're still suffering.
They're still sucking the hell out of that one.
He was distracted.
Yes, he was. He was tweeting.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He was drunk.
What it was.
Anyway, 2002, Halle Berry and Denzel Washington triumphed at the Oscars. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof opens in 1955. I like this one. Elvis Presley induction into the U.S. Army in 1958.
Hey.
He got a lot more fans from the older folks that weren't appreciating him until he did that.
There you go. That's what happens when you serve in the military.
Exactly.
Right.
So let's go to today. The settlement of Maryland, 1634. See, I mean, we were here a long time.
1634.
I think that was, anyway.
1634?
That's about during my time frame.
Yeah, that's about
How old were you then, Bo?
I was about 2.
Yeah,
2001, the pop singer Bjork wore that crazy swan dress at the Oscars. I don't know why they kept showing
I thought that was a tennis player.
That's wow. I thought that was your favorite, DePaul or whatever. RuPaul.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Girl, you've been watching You've been watching the wrong TV, man.
She sure has.
We just went straight down.
1983, the Motown family staged a bittersweet reunion performance. 1879.
Is that the one with the Michael Jackson performance where you did the one glove and the moonwalk? No. Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I think so.
For the first
Fred
time.
Astaire told him he was a great dancer.
Billie Jean.
That's where he did the moonwalk for the first time.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
In 1879, Cheyenne Chief Little Wolf surrenders, which
it's about time.
Fight strong, man. Fight strong.
It's about
1958, Sugar Ray defeats Basilio for the middleweight title. Sugar Ray's been around a long time.
Yeah, he's still fighting, isn't he?
Yeah.
Man, he must have been 10 when he did that. 1967, Martin Luther King leads a march against the war.
Which war?
Vietnam.
Must have been Vietnam,
I
yeah.
know.
World War II, 1941, Yugoslavia joins the Axis. Still way before the end of the war, but that's about it.
There's one today you missed.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
That in New York, that there were 146 women that were killed. Most of them are immigrants in a hotel fire in New York City.
Whoa.
Wow.
Don't you like
Well,
how
I
he's
mean,
the downer?
if I just read all the things of people dying, we'd be just gonna say,
You've been moving 5
Hey,
hours,
JT,
right?
go back to the one where Halle Berry was in.
Denzel Washington.
Which one was that? What movie? What did they?
Oh, Halle Berry did a movie with the guy who did
Arnold?
Sling Blade.
No.
With
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, she did a movie with him, and then Denzel's. I don't know. They're all good. I don't remember which one Denzel won for.
I love Denzel Washington movies.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
JT King,
Yes, sir.
the
Yes,
day
sir.
in history, right here. We get that every Saturday morning. So we have now gone educational.
We have. So what year did the
the
ladies
judge
die
gave
in the
us.
New York fire? What year did that happen?
We used to laugh at that comment, but we can't anymore.
We can't laugh because we're actually being educated.
That's right.
That's right.
Do you remember what year that was when the ladies passed in that fire?
No, I don't remember what it was. I don't. I have to look it up.
Just make up a date. We're not gonna
I know you did last week. You start making stuff up.
It was 1948.
There you go.
Bo showed proof
See,
that
I
he
would've
didn't
said-
make that up last week, guys. He sent that to you guys on Facebook, and you also didn't
Did
pay
you see that?
attention.
I saw
Babes
it.
Harris?
I saw it, but I ignored it.
Yeah, like
Again, our perceptions are reality.
Exactly.
And Bo can't be right
you-
all
I
the
think we're
time.
changing JT's name to George Stanza.
George Costanza.
George Costanza.
Hey, Pastor, you missed it, but he was making up dates and everything. In 1962, this, and we were like, how do you know that? He's making up dates.
Well, all you have to do is look around. It's more important to sound right than be right.
That's always
I like
true.
the way you think.
Always
Look
true.
around,
Perception's
yeah.
reality.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Officer, I was not speeding.
That's right.
That's our culture.
I mean,
People watch too much TV because I hear it on the bench quite a bit. Can I see your radar? No, you can't. You don't have a right to see the radar, but people see that on TV and they think, well, Judge, he
When's the
wouldn't
last
let me
time
see
you
the radar.
calibrated it? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't let me see the radar. Oh, well, in that case, you're not guilty then. Okay,
listen,
you
the
didn't look
car,
at it.
the car that you caught on radar was right in front of me.
That's right. That's right.
You're
Absolutely.
pulling me over, man. We both have black trucks.
You know
That's
what?
it.
And it passed me so fast, you probably didn't see it.
We might have to have the judge give us all the comments he's heard that
I
on
need
the
to check on
bench.
how you
could write a
aim.
book on
that would be an hour show right
would-
there.
Well, I'm
wouldn't
just saying you have to do target practice for pistols. I need to see your target practice for that radar.
Maybe he missed
Hey,
it.
let me tell you something. They have them with laser, and they put that laser right on your windshield, and you don't know it, and they know exactly what car they're
And when's the last time they
but,
calibrated
do you
that
remember my
radar,
face?
right?
Yeah.
every morning.
Judge, that officer that gave me that ticket, he wasn't wearing glasses, and he's wearing them in the court this morning.
That's right.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
I don't trust
How do
that.
you like that?
But he only wears those glasses so he can hear better.
Well, thank you, JT, for that. We appreciate that. And y'all are
He's
listening
my
to the Bo
hero.
Carver Show and With the Wheels of Justice right here on 620 AM.
BWB and JT.
That's right.
KEXB.
I think the BWB should be Big Watch, Bo, because that's one of the biggest
That
watches.
is a huge watch.
Yeah.
I try to. It keeps
It
me.
know, the
blinds you
older
when you
you get-
drive.
Takes
It
up half his
reminds me
hand.
how busy I need to stay.
The older you get, the bigger your watch has to
exactly.
be. So that
Right.
you, yeah.
Since we're on radio, we should probably tell them it's about the size of the top of a mason jar.
That's right.
Maybe is that why you do it? It reminds you of a mason jar?
Yeah, it kind of does.
You know, he blinds us when you drive because the sun reflects on it and it goes straight into my face. And
I'm going to
really?
get one now. I love blinding people with that.
Well, you
So
know.
does he, obviously.
I'm getting to the age where the next watch I'm going to get is I'm going to be feeling it. Like, like blind.
At that point, I don't think it matters what time it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're
At that time,
point,
it's
you
going
don't
to be a
care.
huge one.
And I
I'm
hope
going to be
he's not
rolling.
driving at that time, but he will be.
I'm going to be rolling that sucker in on a wheelie.
That's right.
All right. Now we're going to go back to Pastor Alan Bias, who is our guest this morning.
It doesn't take us much to get off track, does it?
That's why
I
we're
like stream of consciousness.
that's why
Yeah.
we're
Speaking of
experts
track,
in
I see a
monkey
lot of
business.
copper. I'm just kidding.
Stream of consciousness. We just ponder that.
Squirrel.
We're just pondering that for a while.
We live in ponder, so we never make any decisions. As JT said, we just ponder.
There you go.
There's no stream of
They need
consciousness.
to move to decision Texas if they want to make some decisions right here.
Exactly.
We're too busy, so let's go to busy Texas.
Right.
So, Pastor Alan Bias
Yes.
wrote a book called
Walking with God in a World Gone
Yes.
Busy.
And now, where can they get this book?
My name is Alan, Alan Bias, B as in boy, IAS. You can get the book at alanbias@alanbias.com. Email me. It normally retails for $15. I'll give it to you for $10 if you say you heard about it on the Bo Carver.
Hey, how about that, folks?
I'm sending an email right now.
Check it out, and you'll save 5 bones. How about that?
That'll
$10. bucks.
That'll help you in your world gone busy. You won't have to earn as much money.
Absolutely.
So,
Could I trade 10 squirrels for it?
there you go.
Just for you.
How about an autographed book? Isn't that what you wanted to do for a ticket? An
Yeah,
autographed
if
book?
I could swap an autographed book for a ticket.
So that's
I'll be glad to
Alan
autograph
Bias,
it for you.
there you go.
ALANBIAS at alanbias.com.
And even if you don't want to buy a book, I'd love to hear from you.
There you go. Tell us about him on the show, and how, if you get this book, I promise you it'll change your life.
Yeah.
Read it yet.
I'm reading it.
He read half
Hey,
of
it's
it.
half changed my
He read
life
half
because
of
I've
it.
half read the
Read
book.
half
What
of
if
it.
we're not ready for change?
Oh, boy.
Well,
Then they need to listen to your music and
You're not
get
ready for
inspired, right?
That's
JT?
true. One song will change your life.
yeah.
That's right.
Well, at one
Trust
point,
me, it has.
one point we were talking about is this. I'll give you a little tip. your brain needs a little bit of time to process what you've just heard. Have you ever wondered why you hear so many sermons and then you walk out and you say that's good, you never remember them again?
1 minute.
What'd you say?
It's never happened to me.
Yeah, never. I can tell you the most profound thing you've ever heard right now, and if you don't just sit there for a few seconds, even 30 seconds, to give your brain a chance to index that and say, this is important, I need to remember it, you won't remember it. Just a little tip of how you can capture your God moments in the midst of your busy day.
I like that.
Rather than hearing stuff and going, I think I knew that and forgot it at some point.
See, that's how I write it all down. It's because I always come back later.
If you write it down, that helps a lot.
But when I write it down in church, my wife gets on to me. Put that away. But I want to write this down. I want to remember this.
I do marriage counseling also.
Do you? Thank you.
Yeah, Bo and
I will definitely be in touch. I will have my wife call you. She's the problem.
That line's getting longer. So
This woman you gave
Honey,
me,
if you did wake up, I'm just kidding.
I want my rib back.
we got to take a break on
I'll
that.
give it back to you, JT.
You're listening to the Bo Carver Show here on 620 AM KEXB. Don't go away. We got one more big segment left here on the Bo Carver Show.
Back.